All right, on my way to work. Had some time off for the holiday, feeling good. But no, I dread it. Let's be honest. We all dread going to work after a few days off. But I've been socializing a little bit with some friends, and something interesting has kind of come up. Now, growing up, and I'm still this way, and I talk to a camera basically every day, so I still have these skills, and I still do this a lot, but I feel like I don't know how to socialize with people anymore. It's the craziest thing. And growing up, and even through like high school, but even my job was getting on a stage and speaking to people and leading teams and singing, and now it's getting in front of a classroom and teaching stuff. Like I have a social job that just involves delivering information to people all the time. And I used to almost have this internal responsibility of carrying conversations. And when I'd get in social situations, I was always trying to be the life of the party. I was always just trying to carry conversations. I'd stress out, trying to make sure that I was carrying the socialization, putting the awkwardness on my back compared to just letting a situation breathe, or just letting it, letting whatever happen. But one thing I've noticed just the last few times that I've done social things or, hung out with people, especially like friends, is I feel like I just don't know what to talk about. And I mean, a lot of the conversation circles around having a kid, which is nice. But for the most part, it just feels like, man, what am I supposed to say? What I used to do is really internalize that and try to carry the conversation and try to find things to talk about. But now it's just kind of like, well, it is what it is, and I don't know what that changes. Now, I don't know if it's this, like, I don't drink really anymore. Like, when you go to parties and you're playing the games and the flip cups and whatnot. Like, at this party, I was kind of participating in those games, but I was like, I don't want to get too crazy because I got a family now. But it's an interesting change because I just used to relish the idea of getting in deep conversations with people and talking about life and talking about people's jobs and whatnot. And now I'm just in a place where I just can't do it anymore. And I don't know what that is. And what's even weirder is that I'm like okay with that, because it used to not be my thing. But in some ways it's really difficult. I think sometimes I just don't feel like I can relate. And I've gone through a lot the last few years, and I've changed a lot the last few years, and I've become a more private person, a more kind of reclusive person. And in some ways that's a little bit scary, just because I hope that's not a sign of like my mental health going down. But then on the other hand, there's just things that I don't care about as much anymore, and part of that is like impressing people with my conversation. In a lot of ways I think that's a good thing, but it's just insane how you just somehow end up turning into your parents. Like my dad, he was always that kind of person who's like, yeah, I'm ready to go after an hour. And he just kind of like, not keep to himself in a rude way, but my dad's just a quiet guy. And I'm noticing myself just becoming more and more like him every time I find myself in social situations. And it's just funny. And it's not that I don't like hanging out with friends. Like, I get so excited when I get the opportunity to socialize with my close friends, because I don't know, it's harder to do now, and I feel like sometimes I do it more because it's a commodity that's so rare in my life right now. But also, like, I feel the stress of it a little bit more, and I don't know if I'm just in a different place as a lot of my friends, which I have a family, I have a kid, and I go to bed at like 9:30 now, and it's harder to relate when people are, playing drinking games and stuff, and I'm thinking like, man, I I got a lot on my mind these days. But yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing or not. But I'm trying to be okay with it, and I'm trying to be okay with the silence and doing the King of the Hill thing where you're just like, yep. But decided to plan something for my birthday, and I'm excited for that. So we'll see how that goes. We're doing karaoke. Gonna indulge a little bit. My birthday's on Friday the 13th, so it's gonna be a little Jack Skellington haunted situation at the karaoke spot. We'll see how that goes, and I'm excited. It's just weird. Like, why do we change? What is up with that change? And is it normal just the older you get, the less you feel like you need to contribute to the conversation? I don't know. Does it mean I need to branch out with my friendships? I don't know. I hope not. I like the friends I have. I have enough friends, and I like the small kind of core group, and I don't need anything more than that. But yeah, why did I forget how to talk to people? And why do I have social anxiety now? I don't know. But anyways, I hope you all have a great day. If you got this far, give it a thumbs up. Let me know, like, has the same things happened to you? Did the opposite happen to you? Like, do you now feel like you're a social butterfly and that was never the case before? Let me know. Sound off. Tell me, why am I changing? Why am I changing? All right. We're all going to make it. Peace.